Hi everyone, this is Miss Amalsh and I'm coming to you with a brief video about how to use the Macomb Community College Library website. You have a library website scavenger hunt assignment coming up, and I wanted to make sure we understood how to use the library website and had a strong understanding about how to find various types of sources. So here we are at the Macomb Community College homepage. And the first thing I'm going to do is scroll us down to the very bottom of the page where there are a series of links on the lower left corner here. And one of those links includes the link to the library website. So here we are at the library website, and on the left you have another series of links to get you to various types of information, as well as links to let you know how to find different types of sources. So I want to begin by telling you that there are some important benefits for using the library website. The first of which is that it contains quality, credible sources, which is so important for academic research. So you can't always be sure about the quality and credibility of sources that you find online, but you can be sure that when you find a source on the library website, it's going to be a good one. Another benefit to the library website is that you have access to many different types of sources: books, journals, newspaper articles, visuals, statistics, videos, all types of information. Lastly, and I think most students view this as a very big benefit, is that each source, each resource in the library website page contains citation information. So if you find citations to be frustrating or complicated, the resources you find on the library website do have the citation information that you'll need for your works cited page. So let us begin with a search for books and videos. So over here on the left, we have the link that says Find Books and Videos. I'll click that to begin. Now, for our purposes today, I am going to stick to this very first option here, the link that says Macomb Community College Library Catalog. Though I do encourage you in your own time to navigate through some of these other links and see the types of information available to you there. But we'll click the Community College Library Catalog first. And so we have here a pretty standard and plain looking page with a search bar. Now I want to let you know that searching on the library website or in the library databases is very different than searching on Google. Really, you want to keep your search terms short and sweet. So for today, I've chosen the topic of student loan debt. Oops, student loan debt. And I'll pause again to say that not all topics are going to be found on the library website, but for the most part, you'll be able to find information on a vast amount of topics. Not all topics are here, but certainly most are. So we've entered our search term in the search bar here, and over to the right we see a drop-down menu that lets us know different types of searches we can do. Everything, whether you want to search books that are available to you on a specific campus or just the library catalog overall. So I'm going to search the library catalog overall, see what we come up with. So we come up with 22 results, and in the list of results you'll see that each result lets you know the type of source it is. Here we have a video, here we have a book. These are for online access. And as you look further down on the list, you'll see here we have a book, and this one's actually available at Macomb Community College. So it lets you know the availability of the source as well as the type of source it is. And over to the right, you can see more filters and different ways to sort the information. 22 results is pretty easy to manage, but sometimes you get 200,000 results, and you can use these different tabs here, these different links to filter the information. So let's go ahead and choose the Game of Loans book. And from here we get some information about where it's located. You have some functions over here that you can use. You can send information about this source to yourself. You can print it and you can email it. And then here is the little tab that shows you the citation. And to the left here, you have the option to choose which style you want the citation to come in. We're going to be using MLA 8 in our course, so here you have it. All you would need to do is copy and paste the citation onto your Works Cited page and tweak the formatting in order to have the correct citation. So this is how we find a book. Pretty straightforward. So I'm going to hit the back arrow. And remember this drop-down menu up here. I'm going to drop this down, and rather than just searching the library catalog, I'm going to search everything. So when we search everything, let's see how many results we get here. Now we have 125,934 results. The number of results you get is going to definitely depend on the breadth of your search, as well as the topic itself. Some topics don't yield many results and others yield even more than this. So it really depends on the topic. And again, you have these different options to sort and to filter. For example, under resource type, you'll see, okay, we have newspapers, articles, books, reviews. You can show more, audio visual, statistical data, etc. So we have all these different resource types, which will definitely help you with your library scavenger hunt assignment. Okay, so that's searching books and videos. I'm going to close this tab down. And I'm going to hit the back arrow and take us back to that first library page. And rather than looking for books and videos, I'm going to ask us to find some e-resources. So we click Find e-resources. And this page is organized according to subject. So here we have a list of subjects. Now for our purpose of our class, we're probably not going to pick automotive technology, or we're probably not going to pick culinary arts. It might seem tempting to click English and literature because this is an English class. However, since we're writing about current events and controversial issues, I'm actually going to direct us to the current events link. And when we get here, what we see is this table. And to the left of the table is a list of databases that we have subscriptions to that you have access to as a Macomb student. The general public can't access these databases without paying a good price for it. And then on the right, you have an explanation of the types of content you're going to find in those various databases. So while all of these databases are wonderful resources, and I encourage you to explore them on your own, I am going to touch on the two different databases that I really like: Issues and Controversies and Opposing Viewpoints and Context. So we'll start with Issues and Controversies. And I like this page. It's sort of set up in a way that looks a little bit like social media. They've updated it recently, so it's a little bit easier and more visually appealing. And just like the library catalog, we have a search bar at the top here. However, the benefit of the databases is that, I picked student loan debt as a topic today, but if you're not sure what you want to write about, when you scroll down, you'll see the page is organized by large umbrella topics that then have smaller subtopics listed below them. So you could choose an area of interest that you might have and then figure out a subtopic that you might be interested in writing about. You can also view all the topics organized according to the alphabet here if you wanted to search topics that way. So it's a great way to brainstorm topics. But for our purposes, we're going to stick with student loan debt. And we'll search student loan debt. And I just want to show you how this looks. So we can narrow results over here, and this horizontal list of tabs here will lead us to different types of sources as well. So here we have articles, and there's 20 articles, but if we wanted primary sources, which we'll talk about later in the semester, here we can find primary sources, and that's a unique feature in this particular database. Court cases, media, editorial, news, we could click news, and there are 167 results in the news, which makes sense if you think about the type of source that a newspaper is. So I'll take us to, why don't we go to this first newspaper article here, U.S. military sounds alarm over mounting student loan debt. And this is from Reuters. So this is the newspaper publication. Here we have the date, and then we have the article itself. But probably most importantly, in terms of making sure we're utilizing sources ethically, we have our citation information here at the bottom. And again, you can just copy and paste this right into your Works Cited page. So that's such a great feature that the library databases have. Now, if we go back and use the back arrow and we want to have a look at different articles, we can do that, and you have the same type of deal where you have a long article here. This particular function gives you some context to the topic. So you have supporters argue this about the topic, opponents argue that about the topic, and then again, when you scroll to the bottom of the page, and here we have some infographics as well, but at the very bottom you'll have a list of the sources used for this particular article, as well as the citation information for the article itself. So this is a really great database to use and find different types of sources. I'll close this tab, and now I'll take you to opposing viewpoints and context. So similar layout as issues and controversies. We have, a tab with some current event things that are happening. And then down here, the umbrella topics with subtopics. So let me type in student loan debt here, and I'll just show you how this database is just slightly different than issues and controversies. So what I like about this database is that it organizes information according to the type of source that it yields in a given search. So the content types are here on the right. If you're looking for academic journals, well, there those are. But if you want videos, or if you want magazines or statistics, really depending on the content type you want, it's organized accordingly. So one of your library scavenger hunt sources is a news article. So, if you click news, here you have it. All the news articles that you could want. And similar to issues and controversies, you read the article, you have these tools here to cite, to print, to email, download, etc. And at the bottom, you have your source citation. So the library databases, the value of them can't really be overstated. They're just such wonderful tools to conduct really great academic research. And as I said, I really encourage you to explore the different links here, the different databases, and the formats are all very different. The types of information you're going to find very different. So I mentioned earlier in the video that research is really a process of trial and error. No one-size-fits-all approach really works. So if something doesn't work in one database or in one type of search term, try another database, try another search term. You are probably going to find the information and the types of information that you want to find somewhere in the library website. So we will have another video later in the semester about how to navigate searches online, but I wanted us to all feel good about searching the library databases, and please feel free to contact me if you have any questions. Thanks so much. Have a great day.